What up guys, welcome back to Offroadicon. My name is Javier and thank you for tuning in today as I do a quick unboxing of my brand new Mavic Air 2. Speaking of the Mavic Air 2, let's get in the screen. So this just came in to me from FedEx, or UPS, sorry, and I'm pretty excited. I sold my Mavic Air and was able to upgrade. I know this has been out for about 6 months, but I went with the Mavic Air 2 because I really liked my Mavic Air. And honestly, it's in a better price range for what I do. So one of the things I was really excited about though was I bought the Costco edition. And what the Costco edition gets you, if you don't know, is for $7.89, so $10 less than what it retails everywhere else for the base version, you get an extra battery and a 128 gigabyte SD card. So for those who don't feel like they have to buy the Fly More kit, which I was one of those people. If you've had a Mavic Air before, you know the batteries are about, I think they say 20 something minutes, 22 minutes is their run time, 21 minutes, but you probably get 18 minutes out of it. For those who know, 18 minutes out of a battery doesn't last very long. So I had 3 batteries on my Mavic Air and I was able to shoot what I wanted to shoot. So this is supposed to shoot for 34 minutes. I'll be happy if I get 30 minutes. That's basically close to double the time on just one battery. So I felt like just getting one extra battery was perfectly fine, and I didn't feel like I needed to spend the extra $300 or $200 and something for the Fly More kit. I mean, I know you get extra blades, you get the charging dock, you do get the filter kits. I would have upgraded my filter kits anyways. In fact, I got some Polar Pros coming for this guy. So for me, this was the deal that I felt was better. Out the door, it was like $851 with tax. So pretty good deal for 2 batteries and a card. Figure card's gonna save you about, I don't know, 30 bucks, and the battery's saving you 115. So $10 cheaper, $115 savings plus another $30 or $140 something, $150 saved just by buying it from Costco. Now, of course, you do have to have a membership, but I already have a membership, so it works out. So let's go ahead and flip the camera around, get a top view, dive in as I unbox the Costco edition Mavic Air 2. Peace. Alright guys, so here is the DJI Mavic Air 2, again, Costco edition. Like I said before, biggest part of buying it for me was I wanted to keep my 4K. I didn't think I was ready to go to a Pro 2 yet. I also didn't want to spend $1,700. And I wanted to see, you know, the hype of the OcuSync is really good. I had some issues with connections every once in a while when I was out doing videos, especially in the mountainous areas where it would cut out. At one point I technically lost full connection in one of the videos in in Calico, and the drone was still flying and it was still responsive to the remote, but it wasn't communicating with my phone anymore, so I couldn't see the signal. Luckily I was able to see it. I didn't lose sight of it and I was able to fly it back and catch it. That's the worst time I've ever had. I did have some issues every once in a while connecting to it. I think it's fine overall. I just think a matter of, you know, kind of what I do, where I'm at, is just, it gives it difficulty. I'm sure in an open area, I probably would have had a lot less issues, but I was hoping that, you know, it was my first time drone. I mean, it flew great, gave me some excellent videos, something to learn on. I'm hoping that getting the Mavic Air 2 obviously is just a little better. Battery's a bonus from Costco. Again, the 128 gigabyte card, that's a huge bonus as well, because this is basically fly ready. So let's go ahead and open it up. Get the top open. I guess we can open from the side. As you see from here, that's kind of your front cover. Side view here shows you the drone, a little bit more information. On the back, it kind of just tells you what's in the bundle. You know, you get the cables, a USB-C, a Lightning, standard micro USB, which I don't know how many people use that anymore. Gimbal protector, another Type-C cable, a regular Type-C cable, pair of spare controller sticks. So that's kind of the general accessories you would get with the kit, just basic. If you were to buy the $7.99 version, again, this was $7.89. Just quick instructions, how to take off, kind of tells you what the remote is, how to land, and then how to go left, right, and pair your stuff up. And then QR code for the DJ Fly app. Again, if you don't know, or I guess if you don't know, this takes the DJ Fly app, where the Mavic Air did take the DJI, what was it, Go 4 app. This should be a very more basic, or a much more basic version. As far as the Fly app is concerned, it'll be new to me. If you fly a Mavic Mini, you know what this is like. Sorry if you hear that, my dog's getting out of his kennel. So this will be a little bit more basic than Mavic Air app, which was using the Go 4 app. I don't really know why they did it. I presume it's just to help the consumers out, maybe to separate from what they would consider their Mavic basic versions and their Pro versions, whether it be the Mavic Pro 2 or their Pro 4, or you know, their larger units. So, I did already take this off. After this, it's all the way I got it. So opening it up, there's your extra battery. Let's go ahead and pull you guys back just a hair. Alright, so here's your extra battery. We'll just set that down. Opening it up, here is your SD card. As you can see, it is an Extreme, so you are getting a good SD card made for 4K UHD, technically from SanDisk drones and GoPros, or action cameras if you want to say. 90 meg write speed and a 160 read speed. Not bad. I mean, 90 megs is cool. Try to get 100, I guess. We're probably going to have to flip this over to get this out. And there is your normal box. So from Costco, this is your bundle box. Kick this to the side. This is what you would normally buy if you were going to go get the $7.99 version. This is the box that would come in. I have to cut that open. Leatherman Skeletal Carbon Fiber Edition. So let's see if we can get this open without tearing it. Nice. I'll definitely tell you that from my Mavic Air 1, the battery's definitely larger. So they're intelligent batteries. One of the things I'm going to miss is I did buy an aftermarket charger for my Mavic Air 1 to charge all the batteries at the same time. I know that if you buy the Fly More app, you'll get the 4 charger or 3-in-1 charger. It doesn't charge them all at the same time. It charges one, then jumps to the next one, whereas my previous charger would charge, technically it would do a little charge to each one and just keep cycling them. So it'll just keep going in a circle and charging them up. So that may be something I change out, but for right now, when we go to charge this, you need to make sure, from everything I've read, that you use the charger that comes with it first to basically give it its first full charge, or else you may end up bricking your batteries. And at 115 bucks a piece, I don't think they're worth not doing what it says to do. Let's see if we can do this without scratching up my table. Well, that didn't work. Did it? I know why it tells you to cut there. I should have just cut it down at the bottom. So one thing this did not come with, which maybe that's why you get this one, you get the SD card, but you don't get, or the micro SD card, you don't get the regular SD card adapter. Luckily, I normally buy Samsungs personally. In fact, I got one right here. So usually this is the Samsung set that I'm getting. Hopefully it's legible. And when I pull this one out, so these are the 128 gig Evo Selects. I don't even know if I can get that to focus on that. Just trying. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's see if we can get that to read now. Maybe. maybe there, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like you're right. So that's the card I normally buy. Normally it comes with one of these. Most of you probably have a whole bunch of them. I do, so it's not that big of a deal. Back to the battery. Again, make sure you charge it right on the base of it. This little sticker that's given to you right there. Who knows if I can get it to track or to actually focus, but right here it tells you, please charge to activate battery before using the first time, refer to the quick start guide. So normally you can press this button, get it to light up and tell you what's going on, how much battery charge you have left, but obviously without it being activated, you're not going to get any of that. Come on, bro, we go get out of here. My dog wants to eat. Get. Alright, so battery. Sorry. So a battery, the unit. Let's open up the Mavic Air. Oof. I wonder how many people will only click on this to see the plastic get peeled back for the first time. Wow. Okay, so here's your, ooh, that's quite a bit heavier. I sold my other one, so I can't do a side-by-side comparison. I will post a photo of my Mavic Air next to a Mavic Mini. The Mavic Mini is probably, honestly, about that big, but I think if you scour online, you'll find a couple sites. But realistically, I think my Mavic Air probably came up to about here. But weight-wise, it's definitely heavier. There's your other battery here. I imagine it flips out the same. Clicks out, kicks out. Yeah. Don't have to flip out legs, so that's kind of nice. First impressions, I like it. The SD card slot, let's see, on the side here is your USB-C slot if you want to connect direct. And right here, I imagine, on the other side, is your SD card slot, micro SD. That's kind of nice. That's better on the back. Before they were on the back of the unit, right here. I do like it, except for one thing, and I knew this one thing would bother me. Two things, though. It's like, one, I don't really like the gimbal. Not as nicely encapsulating as it was on the previous. The previous one, when you put it on, it snapped right in, and this side wasn't open. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Put it back in frame. But this side would actually be covered up in the original. I liked it better. And the other thing is, I don't like the color. I liked that my other one was, I bought the black version, but you know, I was able to put my own, I had a Offroadicon custom sticker I had made out of multicam black vinyl. And yes, I can vinyl this, but it's gray base, so it's just not gonna come out with the same result that I liked. But we'll see what happens. Set this to the side for right now. Let's get underneath this. Here's the remote. Ooh, also quite a bit heftier, quite a bit larger. I didn't mind the flip out bottoms on the last one, but I can see why people would prefer this design. So let's see. Remote. Can I open it? There we go. So yeah, I think I can dig that. Sure. And then here are your actual controls. They are different. The other ones were like a C cupping. They didn't just thread right in on the Mavic Air, the original one. They did thread in, but they kind of like didn't have a post. They're pretty interesting. In fact, when I had the little Mavic Mini for a little bit, that was one of the things I looked at, and I realized that they weren't even interchangeable. Even though it had a similar remote, you couldn't use the Mavic Air joysticks, or whatever you want to call them, to the other remote, even though the remote looked the same. Button-wise, I think it's pretty normal. Looks like we're about 3/4 of the way charged. USB-C is another big reason why I went to this. Everything I have is going USB-C, and honestly, I don't want to deal with the other one anymore. So I'm slowly getting rid of as much as I can. And as soon as I'm filming this on an A6600, as soon as the new one comes out with micro USB, or to get rid of the micro USB discharges on, I'll probably get rid of this. So I know it sounds stupid, but it's just, if I can get what I paid for this and swap it out, I'm going to. So turbo mode, I think the other one had, or sorry, tripod mode and sport mode. The other one had normal and sport. So tripod mode is new. The camera button's here. I don't think it had that on it. It had a function button. This is standard here. And then your gimbal here. I'm trying to remember, I think this is the same setup. The gimbal wheel, or the tilting gimbal reel here for adjusting the camera, feels a little softer. I remember the other one being a little bit more firm, but I do like the shape. It's pretty comfortable. Guess we'll see what it's like when I fly it, which will not be today and not in this video. Instructions, quick start guide here, and then your actual instructions. And a nice box with your charger. Check. Here's your brick. USB on the end, so I can charge at least the battery and the controller at the same time. My standard USB-C cable, which is for my controller. The power adapter, or plug. What else we got? Eventually I should be able to get my, yep, here we go. Here are my propellers, the spare joysticks. I think that's it in that one. We're gonna drop that in there. And this must be the controllers cords. Why does the last one have to be hard to open? Okay. The question is, do I destroy it, or do I keep it nice in case I want to sell it one day? Oh, well, that worked. All right, cool. Are they magnetic? No. That's never gonna get used. And then micro, or USB-C. So micro USB, which needs to go away in life, and USB-C. So if I open this here, what's in here? USB-C, I bet you it's a freaking lightning cable. Bah. Well, for all you Apple fans, it comes pre-done with the lightning cable. It won't show up, but on here, one side has a photo of what the joystick looks like, and the other side is blank. So if you're looking at the controller, the right side is where the joystick goes. And part of the reason is, if I pull it back out, see if I can show it. If you can see in there, there's actually a connection there, and that's a dummy side. So make sure that your joystick side, I guess, just to not have issues, is hooked up correctly. It goes around here. And you know, one of the nice things is the other one laid in here easier. But I'm sure once this cord kind of bends in and gets used to being in that spot, it'll be fine. And there you go. So I now have the correct cord in there. This guy is working. Pretty stoked about that. Feels good. The rest of this is going to stay in this box, so I don't ever lose it. With instructions. Actually, maybe I'll put it in that box. And I guess if somebody needs to know how to do this, you can figure it out with me. So, which ones are these? These are the B ones, the blue. Oh, look at that. You technically get one extra set. So you can break one wing and be okay. If you break two, well, don't break the wing, but you can break one set of props and be okay. So B, blue. If these are similar to the other ones, you take them, there's a little gap, push them in there counterclockwise, and they snap right on in. So, I don't know if you guys see it, but there's little winglets on the side. And if you look at the actual unit here, those two winglets would go here. You push down. It's spring loaded. It's the exact same setup as the old Mavic. So once you're in there, you see you put it in there. You can see it spins in. It is a two-handed operation, but take it, line it back up again, push it, hold the silver portion, and you'll feel it click in. It actually snaps. Don't lose that one. The folding up wings, another change from the original Mavic. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or hate it. I'm hoping that obviously it'll help it store better. The old Mavic, I never had issues with the wings. They were loud. They were definitely a high pitch. To the point where I thought about changing them out for a different type that stated they were quieter, but never got around to it. But they never broke on me, which was awesome. So, and then if you ever use the other type, I don't know if these tell you, they must be colored or something. The old one used to have dots, so the wing itself, when you looked at it, I'm not seeing it here. Is it a different part number? 7238F. So, just so you know, and maybe if I ever forget, the part number 7238 Frank :CW is the B's, and the ones that stop at an F, 7238F with no CW, is side A. The other thing you can see, there it is. This has a little bit of gray paint on it. This has a gray circle. No gray paint, no gray circle. So, I don't know how well you can see that, but as you see, it's all black, gray, and gray. So, open these up. Just go ahead and squeeze it, pull it. So, overall, I like it. It's definitely a little bigger. I'm excited to fly it. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and charge it, and hopefully I can get it out there in a couple days and fly it. That would be great. At the minimum, maybe what I'll do is I'll do a quick first impression of flying it in my backyard. I live on an acre, so I can fly it around and we can see what that's like. But I am excited to have it. I'm very grateful I was able to purchase it. And if you guys are in the market for one, like I said, $7.89 at Costco. If you got a Costco membership and you don't want to spend $1,000 for the one with 3 batteries, a full set of extra propellers, the filters. Again, the filters aren't a bad thing. I want Polar Pros. And if I'm going to buy Polar Pros, why buy something I'm not going to use? The case is not something I'm going to use. I already have a case that I'm going to use for it. So for me, this was a better deal overall. I spent a little less money. I was able to sell my Mavic Mini and my Mavic Air, great deal for me. But for $851.58 shipped to your door, you get this and this and a couple spare parts in the box. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Hopefully it's not too long. I will do my best to get out some videos soon, and catch you in the next one. Later. So I promised a tiny bit of explanation. Honestly, the explanation is really easy. First of all, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. Second of all, as far as the explanation goes, I've been really busy. My son's playing baseball. He does travel ball. We've been just kind of smashing out with all of that. And the second part is planning a wedding. I'm really excited. Getting married in January, so we're only a couple months away. And really, it's just taken a lot of focus. Work's been crazy busy. For those who do know, I work out of town. I live in Southern California, but I work technically in Northern California, but I've been working from home due to COVID. So that's kind of got me locked down, and honestly, sometimes a little bit more busy just due to trying to deal with having to coordinate around all that. So it's been a little difficult. Haven't really been able to get out on trails because of baseball. And then planning the wedding is kind of prioritizing funds. So I'm doing my best to just get stuff gathered together so I can put some content out there. I kind of have some videos I need to edit to get some content out there, and some stuff I need to get to. The weather's not playing very nice. Gets really cold, gets really windy, and I don't feel like dealing with all that noise in the microphone, so it's another reason. So maybe I can adjust my garage a little bit, do a little something, makeshift studio, get some better lighting, and try to do something there. But that's kind of the overall reason why. I definitely want 2021 to be a bigger focus, and hopefully to be able to create better content, get more subscribers. Still haven't passed 100, so it's definitely a goal. If you made it this far, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and help me get to past 100. It'd be really nice. Overall, throw some comments in there. Let me know what we'd like to see. My best video was the Carphanon video, and honestly that was the least amount of work. It was physically a lot of work because I did the whole car, but as far as video editing and everything else, I just time-lapsed the video and did the whole car. So that's not really what the channel's about, but it does help the channel, and maybe I gotta do some of those too. So anyways, overall, I'll do my best trying to get some more content out there. I just had my bachelor party and recorded some of that, so I'll put that some out there. If you can, do me a favor, also go to my Instagram channel or my Instagram account. hit me a follow there, and you can see some of the snapshots I did there. I have tons on my desktop to take care of. So other than that, I'll catch you guys soon. Again, I'll get some videos out. Promise. Peace.